I'm Marcia Tillotson with Wells Fargo Advisors, but today, on behalf of my parent company and today's signature sponsor, Wells Fargo, I welcome you to the 2011 YWCA Central Carolina's We Believe annual fundraising luncheon. Jay Everett, who heads up the community support programs at Wells Fargo, and Tammy Simmons, who heads up the community development area at Wells Fargo, couldn't be here today. So I was honored that they asked me to represent the bank as the signature sponsor for today's luncheon. They know what a huge YWCA fan I am, so I was pleased to agree to do such. They didn't tell me, however, that to represent Wells Fargo, you have to get a stagecoach tattoo. I'm a company girl, so I have a little stagecoach tattoo here. It's just like Madeline Caples and Joel Glasgow's and the other team members. And the tattoo artist, as he was putting it on, suggested, he said, it's very popular to put it on your lower back right now. A lot of the kids do that. And I said, well, that is a great idea, except I've already got the Wachovia wave there. So I know when kids speak of tattoo regret what they're talking about now. I should mention that our own Tammy Simmons will soon be taking the reins of the heading up the board of directors for the YWCA. Thank you. We're very pleased. And she's got some big boots to fill. She'll be following in that role. Angela Broom is currently in that role. Thank you, Angela. I hope you will all note my stagecoach-themed phrases that I use: taking the reins, big boots to fill, company girl. I want Wells Fargo to think I did a really good job here today when our leaders are really out of town. So I would appreciate it if we had a little pickup in business at Wells Fargo this afternoon. And so if you could just, on your way home, stop by your local branch and open up a way to save or a little checking account or something. That'd be great. And in fact, we could probably be more organized about it. If, maybe we could say if this side of the room would open up a checking account and this side of the room would refinance your mortgage this afternoon with Wells Fargo, that'd be great. And I think they would be convinced that this sponsorship was the right thing to do. If you do that, I'd appreciate it. I'm extremely proud to have the opportunity to brag on Wells Fargo and their community involvement, our community involvement here in Charlotte, and to also share why I'm such a big YWCA fan. Wells Fargo understands the importance of supporting our community and the positive change that comes when we help women, children, and their families. We provide financial and human capital that translated to over $8 million in the Charlotte area last year. Also, we have 200 of our associates serving on nonprofit boards in our community, and we also have over 8,000 of our local team members who are actively involved in volunteering in nonprofits, and I'm very proud that Wells Fargo gets it. And it's fairly obvious, I think, why I'm such a big YWCA fan. If you just read the mission statement that's in the annual report, in case you don't know, the mission statement for the YWCA is that the YWCA Central Carolinas is dedicated to eliminating racism, empowering women, and promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for all. Now, doesn't that just about cover it all? I mean, who among us wouldn't want that to be our mission statement? And today's luncheon theme, we believe, I'll make you one promise today on this luncheon. When you leave here today, you may not believe what we believe, but you'll believe we believe it. And I think you'll believe in the difference that the YWCA, with your help, is making in the Charlotte community. And I can't even tell you what an incredible view this is, what a sea of supporters and genuine love I see out there for the YWCA. I wish everybody could stand up. Maybe if we have time at the end, you can each file by and stand up here, because it's quite the view. But since you don't have it, I'm going to describe a little bit of what I see today. And although I'm looking out now and I see 5 or 6 of you with focaccia bread in your teeth, a couple of women with lipstick on their teeth. See, one man at the back just did this. It's not you, sir. I really see is from here is, as I said, a lot of genuine love and support for this organization. I see many who have been past and present financial supporters, and I think I see some today that will be financial supporters for the first time and joining that group. I see many who have given and continue to give countless hours in volunteering for this organization in many, many areas. Some who haven't may leave today and think, you know, I could do something, maybe if it's not financial, I could do something and volunteer with some of the many programs that the YWCA has, and you'll hear about a little bit today. Either with programs such as the Women in Transition, or Families Together, or the Orange Crush Swim Team, or you may simply choose just to look at the website and look at the needed items for some of these programs and simply donate shampoo. But we hope you'll do something. I see many who are members of the W and take advantage of the fitness facility, or a yoga class, or Zumba, or use one of the personal trainers at Industrial Strength, or simply take a water aerobics class. I see others of you who are thinking, they've got Zumba? Yeah, I think I see some new members at the YWCA in 2011, just in this room. I see some individuals who have already included the YW in their estate planning, and I see some people who are thinking to themselves, you know, I should probably do that. And you should. I see members of the newly formed 1902 Society. This is a group of young professionals, both male and female, that are gathering to promote volunteerism and foster civic engagement. They're launching a social, I think, on March 10th, is that right, at the Sunset Grill. It's young people, but I don't know where that cuts off. So please, I see some young people looking at their BlackBerries to see if they're available on March 10th. Please check that out. That's a group you should be involved in. I see some members of the YW Tri Club, some at my table. I had the unique opportunity to watch that group form last year from the sidelines, I might add. I was not in that group. But I watched a handful of women, ages 25 to 60, didn't know each other, all different shapes and sizes and colors and professions, come together with one common goal, and that was to complete a sprint triathlon. They had a coach that works at the Y. I think Jody's in the finance area, I think. And I watched them over several months as they trained together 3 times a week for several months. And I watched the bond form between those women, and I thought, there goes the YWCA again, empowering women. I hope some of you that are out there that would like to have the challenge of completing a sprint triathlon. Now remember, some of these women didn't have bikes when they started, and some of them hadn't been in a pool since they were kids. You might want to give that a shot. They're looking for new members. I see in this room an opportunity for each of us to support this amazing organization and its mission through financial means, or by getting involved in one of the many programs, or simply just by joining the YWCA. And I challenge you to pick one of these today. At the helm of all that happens at the YWCA is Kirsten Sickley, a Davidson graduate, and also she holds a certificate in nonprofit management from Duke University. Much of the growth of the current YW's programs have her fingerprints all over them. If you don't believe in the YWCA yet, spend some one-on-one time with Kirsten and you will. To say I am honored to introduce her is an understatement. To say I am in awe of her is much closer to the mark. Please help me welcome our strongest believer and the YWCA's CEO, Kirsten Sickley.